Welcome to the best of Combate Americas, 60 minutes of the most exciting mixed martial arts action. It's mucha más acción as the best of Combate Americas gets started. Here's our first fight of the night.
All right, we're ready for the main event, and we have as compelling a co-main event that could be a main event any night. The folks in Fresno are buzzing, anticipating a big-time matchup that we have been building up for the last 2 weeks. El Gallo Negro, the Shark, the Rooster, and the Shark to do battle. Let's take it to Lupe Contreras for the introductions. All right, here is Pablo Sabori. By the way, he is a beautiful speaker. When you hear him speak, it's an eloquence in his language of Spanish there from Sonora in Mexico, and he is ready to pick up where he left off back there at the end, right here in this town. He beat Michael Irizarry in the Copa Combate alternate bout. Unfortunately for Sabori, and fortunate for all of us, no one got injured as we go back up to Lupe Contreras. Big-time veteran of the California MMA scene. And this is a guy well-regarded in these parts and throughout California. And if he can piece together some wins here, this is a guy you'll be seeing in many main events in the years ahead.
Anthony the Shark Avila. He's dangerous because he's the shark. He wants to bring Pablo Sabori into the water so that he can do what he does best. He is a longtime vet in California, and he has been fighting for a while. 17-5. He's 30 years old. He was a standout wrestler in high school, and he considers combat sports his first true love. Mexican-American, his family supports him unconditionally, and they come to his fights, as you can hear them screaming in the background when he's competing locally.
All right, for the introductions to Lupe Contreras inside La Jaula. As you hear some of the chants of Sabori.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Save Mart Center, continuamos con mucha más acción dentro de la jaula. We continue with much more action inside of la jaula. Este duelo, pactado a 3 vueltas, a un peso de 150 libras. It's about 3 rounds at a catch weight of 150 pounds. Our judges are, los jueces son Marco Rosales, Ralph McKnight, y Mark Longley. And now, Fresno, California, this is the main event of the evening. Este es el duelo estelar de esta noche. Combate Americas, México versus the USA. Y veremos quién es el más macho. Introducing first, presentando a la esquina azul, vestido de negro, con el tricolor mexicano, verde, blanco y rojo. He steps in wearing black with the colors of Mexico, green, white, and red. He weighed in at an official 149 1/4 pounds. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 149 libras y un cuarto. En 14 combates profesionales, mantiene un récord de 9 victorias y 5 derrotas en 14 pro bouts. He maintains a record of 9 victories against 5 losses. Representando a San Luis, Río Colorado, Sonora, México, el Gallo Negro, Pablo Sabori. En la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing American red, white, and blue, vestido los colores estadounidenses de rojo, azul y blanco. Su peso oficial, 151 libras is the official weight, 151 pounds. En 22 combates profesionales, mantiene un récord de 17 victorias y 5 derrotas in 22 pro bouts. He maintains a record of 17 victories against 5 losses. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, Anthony the Shark Avila. The referee, Mike Beltran.
All right, John, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out, handle your business. Let's go.
All right, in the good hands of Mike Beltran as we go to the tail of the tape. Avila, 4 years the senior. Sabori with a 1-inch height advantage, 2 via the reach. We're at a catch weight of 150. And we know Sabori fought it 145, was part of that matchups there at the featherweight Copa Combate tournament. We're underway. We've been looking forward to this. I know you have too. We are live on DAZN, Combate Americas in Fresno. It is Sabori in black.
Both fighters coming out in the orthodox stances. Pablo Sabori strikes me as one of my favorite guys in the company because he's always constantly taking the toughest fights that there is, never saying no, and also wanted to avenge a loss of his teammate who lost to Avila.
Well, both right legs meeting halfway and blocking each other's, and the left leg of Sabori comes alight shortly thereafter. Mexico versus the United States, the Rooster versus the Shark. Avila, Sabori.
Avila being nice and patient, switching stances there, mixing it up. Avila did a nice job to close the clinch. Been training with Team Alpha Male for 10 years. Got Andre Fili in his corner. Just picked up a win with UFC Phoenix last Sunday. Double underhooks for Avila and
big time dump from Avila.
That was a great, beautiful takedown. My favorite takedown, actually.
Avila taking side control. He mentioned he was looking for a big, good 15-minute fight. Sabori said, espectacular. We will provide a spectacular.
Nice, heavy hips. Anthony Avila. Pablo Sabori looking to try to get his guard back, but Anthony Avila is kind of sitting on that head where he can try to get a guillotine, which is one of Team Alpha Male's signature moves.
Sabori in a bit of a bad spot. He's holding on to that cage with his feet. Finally detaches.
Ooh, and he gets his guard back. Nicely done by Pablo Sabori.
Sabori dropping some elbows.
And Avila
maintains the guard
right in front of his corner.
I'm glad you're with us here on DAZN. Max Bretos, Juliana Peña. The main event is here. Big time co-main event. We also have Daniel D. Rodriguez, who is as entertaining as you can find in this sport.
Avila's corner is asking him to drag him off of the jaula so that he doesn't have that wall as a support.
We mentioned how Avila said 2018 the best year of his life. He had some hurdles to clear. He was at one point was wondering if MMA was for him. As Sabori responds, looking for that triangle.
Wow, reverse triangle by Pablo Sabori. That was a beautiful transition. Now he's in an arm bar.
Oh, and he spins into more issues here. Sabori reaching up.
The joint is just not that correct.
Doesn't quite have the connection.
No, and he's out. If he can get that elbow out, he'll be good. Oh, and he did the Faber on Anthony Avila.
How about
Hand
that?
in the armpit, stood right back up. Beautiful job. Pablo Sabori, game.
Sabori has fought some of the toughest at 145. Levi Marroquin.
Alejandro
Flores.
He's fought the who's of who's in the Combate Americas banner. And Pablo Sabori's really finding a lot of success with those leg kicks. You can tell that they're bothering Avila. I want to see if he's going to continue with those.
Sabori, who has dealt with injury issues at one point, was supposed to fight Froggy Estrada. Didn't happen. Hoping that is in his past. And hoping a win over Avila, who caught him coming in. Avila with that left.
Big left hook for Avila. Mexico versus America here.
Sabori's coach has said sees that opponent, Avila, who beat Jose Luis Verdugo in Sacramento. Big, oh, that one hurt him. Took a little wind out, and now he's taking that lead leg. Avila in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I see Sabori having the most success with those leg kicks, taking that table right out from underneath Avila.
Yeah, and he knows it. Let's see if he continues to go. Oh, how about that response from Avila?
Nice return by Avila.
Again.
Teep kick.
Now Sabori taking the center of La Jaula, looking to continue to apply the pressure on the Shark.
And he's stalking him.
Oh, a little like stop the talking. Big head kick with the left boot. Oh, and then Avila comes in with that short left hand. And again. It's working. Oh, he's put him out. Avila now. 3 big left hands. It continues. Sabori on Groggy Street. Another one. And oh, the first round ends.
Jeez.
Avila sending a little business card to Sabori, whose corner and his fans are stunned.
Pablo Sabori does not have any idea where he's at right now. That was amazing, amazing strikes by Avila there in the last 10 seconds. And he's coming back too. Pablo Sabori is tough though. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get him to quit coming at you.
Control the distance.
You have to control the distance. Okay. And that's it.
There he goes in English and Spanish. Control that distance, and that left hand worked, and he went again, and the third time he dropped Sabori. What a response. Saved by the bell was El Gallo Negro. Pretty intense opening round here in Fresno in our main event. Sabori's putting that chin to be hit there sometimes, but this was early in the round.
Beautiful done, that connects, nice high kick. Pablo Sabori getting his second wind. His bearings are coming back.
Avila wants to get in there. Beltran says, take it back. All right, now we'll get the second round. And the Shark ending the first round with a flurry and flooring his opponent. And he's going right back to that game plan. And Sabori not controlling the distance as his corner advised.
Well, it's hard when someone's coming at you with gigantic left and right hooks. Nice little looping left hook, and again for Avila trying to close that distance. Both men kicking at the same time.
That left hand is a huge weapon here. It's changed everything. He is an orthodox fighter, but finding a lot of success going to southpaw. He knows that. He knows that's the moneymaker, and he keeps going Sabori's way, although Sabori flushed that one out.
And it lands again with that left hook.
Uh-oh, is there a low blow?
And Mike Beltran calls a time in the second round. Low kick.
Right there. Right there. Hey guys, no talking. Tú quédate ahí. No hables. You're good?
He says, are you good? Not quite. Not there yet. And we have seen shots to the groin affect main event fights elsewhere in the MMA world. It's serious business. Got to protect these fighters.
Don't go walking. Stay right in this area.
And Avila can take his time here.
He's got 5 minutes to recover.
Ready to go? Okay.
He says he's ready to go.
That was accidental, and Avila thumbs up to agreement. Sabori apologizes, and it's water under the bridge at this point. Easy for me to say. Now Sabori takes the center. He got caught with that left again.
He's getting caught because he's trying to throw a head or a body kick or a leg kick.
This southpaw stance is bearing a lot of fruit. And again,
That left kick.
he's not seeing it, Juliana.
Got to keep that hands up. His hands are real low.
Now he's going left-handed, Sabori. Again, the left hand finds its mark. And you can see the welts developing on the right side of Sabori's face.
Sabori's finding success with those low leg kicks. And Avila just eats it and comes in hard with that left hook.
What a contrast in styles and reacting to what the other guy is doing and finding a response. And Sabori seems to have weathered the storm to protect the right side of his face.
Sabori's a gritty fighter. He's able to take and withhold everything that Avila has thrown at him. He's willing to stand, and he's trying to take that lead leg out of the of Chris Avila. Excuse me, Anthony Avila.
That left hand, every time Avila throws it, it connects. Back to southpaw, and back to orthodox for Sabori, who hits the lead leg.
And Avila tagging him, and Sabori just content to just wait there. Nice 1-2. More of a left hook, actually.
Big head kick. Neither of these fighters with a long layoff. Sabori fighting in December, and Avila last fighting in November. That time the left misses, so Sabori may be able to control the distance a little better as we head towards the final fires of round number 2.
And Sabori just taking those left hooks right on the chin.
Oh, he caught it again.
Getting caught in the back of the head, throws his equilibrium off a little bit. Sabori still in the firefight though, moving his head. Body kicks for both gentlemen. Nice switch stance.
Avila is so good in going back and forth, and both those hands can be good for jabs and good for the power punches.
Nicely done for Sabori to get out of the way.
Just froze there to not ruin the aesthetics of the punch, which did not connect.
And Sabori's staying busy. He knows that he can't wait for Avila. Oh, eats that clean, but still coming forward. Nice low leg kick for Pablo Sabori, and he goes up high top.
And now Avila is able to get into close range, and he's really good at keeping his head away from the punches of Sabori. Into the body.
Yeah, he's got some nice slips.
Again, that left hand, it is consistent, and another one that shakes the sweat off the hand, and a third.
And Sabori's egging him on. He's saying, let's go, dude. And Avila just firing back every single time.
The left hand decimating Sabori. Oh, and another one that catches him. He doesn't know how to defend it. And again, this time he follows with the right.
Sabori needs to counter here. He's just gonna let Avila just attack, attack, attack. He needs to counter.
Every left hand but a couple is connected. That one missed in the takedown by Sabori.
Beautiful, beautiful takedown. Nicely done by Sabori.
And at the very least, this puts Sabori in a position where he doesn't have to take any more of those left-handed punches.
That was a big takedown, and it can help you gain some confidence, and he needs to be a nightmare in there once he gets that takedown.
10 seconds left here. Sabori is a tough dude, wiping the blood from his face.
Nice high kick from Pablo Sabori. And now he has a minute to try to recover from those heavy, heavy shots that he was getting. It's a great round for Sabori.
Well, he looks hurt. I mean, but he's still got plenty of wind left. I mean, he doesn't look tired. It's just the fatigue of getting hit over and over again.
Oh, you're gonna have to kill him if you want him to stop coming at you. This guy's a nightmare to deal with, especially once he starts to gain that confidence. And this would be
there.
A gigantic win from Pablo Sabori. If he can win, it would be the biggest win in his career.
Marcelo Rojo, he says, give the hands, then the feet. Go back and forth. Not hearing a lot about how to protect that left hand, which I would imagine is paramount here.
Here comes the highlights.
All day, all night.
exclusive Combate Americas merchandise. Just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Everything's working for Avila there. But the fact that he's going to a third round, he expected a 15-minute fight. He knows at any minute it could be over, and we saw that earlier in the evening in the case of Hector Fajardo.
Nice respect displayed by both fighters, and Pablo Sabori and Anthony Avila take the center of the jaula. Oh, big, huge uppercut.
A couple good power punches by Sabori, and then responds with a high-low with the leg kicks. Oh, that time a right hand shakes Sabori.
And Sabori's just willing to bite down on his mouthpiece, stay in the pocket, and trade, and he fires back every time. And he's finding a home for those head kicks. I mean,
Sure
they're
is.
being blocked, but they're still wobbling Avila.
Active start to round 3 for Sabori as the blood drips out of his nose from all those left-handed punches prior to this third round. That lead leg is where Sabori wants to target. Left hand.
Nice slip by Pablo Sabori. Way to see that.
And Sabori punting for yardage, the sweat and the blood. Catching. Now the left hand starts to find its target once again.
Pablo Sabori with the inside leg kick. Shakes his head.
It's taking its toll on Avila as well, who's taking a lot of damage downstairs.
Pablo Sabori still has a ton of speed in his hands. He needs to let those hands go.
Just the risk of getting, I don't think he minds getting hit, but those are just, in the judge's eyes, shifting it to the benefit of Avila, who now switches stances.
And Avila just looks like he's, you know, resting almost in a sense. He's not really doing too much.
He's a very calm fighter.
Playing the outside, you know, throwing something here and there, but not really trying to run away with the fight at all. And Pablo Sabori just keeps on coming.
And Sabori's face looking like hamburger now with all, it's taking a beating, but there he is, giving no quarter, taking no quarter, taking no prisoners.
He's got the speed on his side. He just needs to let it go. He's flicking those head kicks up like it's nothing, and that's very tiring.
Reaches.
Misses, very aware that Avila wants to take down, does a good job defending, beautiful, and takes the center of the jaula, and he's stalking him.
Big kick from Sabori. He needs more of that, but now you're seeing the battle scars on the face of the Shark.
And Sabori switching stances from orthodox to southpaw and back to orthodox again.
I haven't seen a lot of that left hand here in the third round, something that's worked repeatedly for Avila throughout this fight. He may have done enough as we're heading towards 2 minutes remaining.
1-2 for Sabori. Yep, he found a home for that. That left hand landed for Avila.
He's looking to improve to 2-0 in Combate Americas.
Beautiful head kick, flicked it right up there, Pablo Sabori. Ooh, and a switch head kick again.
I tend to think Sabori is taking this third round, but he may have lost the first 2, and that's the problem, and he needs to go for the big haymakers.
Sabori finding a second win with that left head kick again.
Oh, and that lead leg taking a beating again. Switches. It must be bothering because he switched there. But
Yep.
can he let that left hand fly? Not yet.
Sabodi with the blood in his eyes, still coming though.
Great fight.
Beautiful fight. Nice big low leg kick for Pablo Sabodi, and uppercut.
Close quarters. Oh, Sabodi's turning the tide.
And that's what he needs to do.
He has to empty the chamber here with a minute and change to go. Winning this round probably won't be enough.
I love the way he flicks that head kick up there. It's effortless, it's beautiful. It's no thought.
Trying to unload some knees, something we haven't seen a lot.
And he is the taller party, so he's finding a home for that high left kick every single time.
Avila has to be hurting here as he tries to keep those legs out of harm's way.
Pablo Sabodi looking to unload.
Just for that one power strike that could turn everything here. Has to keep going. He is aggressive as anything, and he's unloading now. And Avila in trouble. Sabodi,
Pablo
lefts and
Sabodi
rights.
stalking him. Big knee to the bread basket. Pablo Sabodi wants to make a statement here. He's got 20 seconds left to go, third and final round, and he's teeing
Here he
off.
goes. In his corner right there.
Avila.
But is there enough time?
Avila gives up his back. Sabodi looking for a takedown. He's got 10 seconds. Big, huge knees.
Avila holding on for the result, holding on for dear life. And he's done it. Big final kick into the back. What a fight.
Beautiful fight.
The question is, did Sabodi take round 1 or 2? I don't think so. What about you, Juliana?
I think he took 2 and 3. Yeah?
Wow. This is going to be a big-time decision. It could be. What a warrior.
I think he did enough to win.
Oh.
He was constantly stalking. He was constantly being the aggressor. He wasn't content to just dance around the ring and find the time to recover. He was constantly pressuring, always going high and low. And then the flurry of punches there. Beautiful job by Pablo Sabodi. He took everything that Avila had and he ate it for a Scooby snack and kept coming back for more.
You're an old soul, Pena. That's why I love you.
He wanted some dessert.
He wanted some
dessert. He wanted seconds. He wanted everything.
And those Scooby snacks are delicious, I'm told. All right, what an amazing fitness from Sabodi.
Jeez,
the frustration there is, did he leave it a little late?
Sabodi's a true professional. He always comes in on time. He always fights the who's who. He always goes above and beyond, I would say, every single time.
Now he's just got to hope he did enough in that second round to sway the judges. As you see, that the nose taking a beating. Both fighters bloodied.
And Avila, I just want to say, he's got a left hook hand from hell. Beautiful job. He displayed great technique.
All right. Comes down to the decision. The judges, their cards are in, and now we only await the word from Lupe Contreras. Will it be Mexico? Will it be the United States? The highlights, that's when they're all clean-faced, but that changed very quickly. Avila with the takedown, and then the left hand just dominated this fight for the better part of a round and a half. Round 2, left hand continued. Then the low blow. End of the second round, Sabodi turned it. Third round, pretty much one-way traffic for Pablo Sabodi.
Beautiful job by Pablo Sabodi to finish into the flurry of punches. He said, "Get off me, Avila." Big, huge uppercut. Big, huge overhand right. Pablo Sabodi with the flurry again. Not content to just let Chris Avila steal the fight away from him. He was constantly stalking, always pressuring. Big, huge knee, big, huge elbow. Nice head position, and both fighters respecting each other with a big hug there at the end.
Oof. This is going to be a huge decision. You see these guys leave so much inside La Jaula. You don't want there to be a loser, but there's gonna be one, and we are ready for the decision. The main event here in Fresno. Let's go into Lupe Contreras.
Damas y caballeros, después de completar 3 vueltas, esta es la decisión oficial. Ladies and gentlemen, after going all 3 rounds, the official scorecard reads as follows. El juez McKnight anotó 28-28, un empate.
Whoa,
Judge McKnight
tie.
scores it 28-28, a draw. Overruled by judges Rosales and Lawley, who scored about 29-28, superado por los jueces Rosales y Lawley, que entregan tarjetas idénticas de 29-28 a favor del ganador por decisión mayoritaria in favor of the winner by way of majority decision. From the USA, the Shark, Anthony Avila.
Oh, Pablo Sabori looking to exit. You feel for him. It was razor thin, 29-28, 28-28 according to one judge. We may have to do this one again.
It was a great fight. Anthony Avila walking away with the win. He improves his record to 18-5. He did enough to win in the judges' eyes. And, you know, depends on what you're looking at and how you score the fight. I think he did a great job. Do I think he did enough to win? Sure. But I definitely think that Pablo Sabori also did enough, and he was not going to be denied, and he wasn't going to get the win as easily as I think he did.
We will be right back. Stay connected to the fastest growing sport in the world. From the comfort of your own home, Combate Americas brings you the most exciting fights, the latest in MMA news, features, and mucha más acción. Follow Combate Americas on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to watch Combate Americas on Access TV, Univision, and TUDN. Combate Americas, mucha más acción.
Combate Américas es MMA, mucha más acción.
Estamos a punto de hacer historia una vez más.
Los mejores peleadores de Estados Unidos, México y América Latina. Una noche electrizante de artes marciales mixtas. No te pierdas toda la acción. Combate Américas.
Lo sigo diciendo, esta es la fiesta hispana de las artes marciales mixtas y estamos a punto de arrancar, señores.
Toda mi gente que está aquí ahora. Emocionada, nada más la gente está ferviente.
Combate Américas es MMA, mucha más acción. Hey everyone, this is Lupe Contreras, the voice of La Jaula de Combate Americas. I wanted to check in with you and show you my favorite quarantine spot. It is the hammock in my backyard. But most importantly, I wanted to check in and remind you to stay safe, stay healthy, keep an eye on one another, and remember, during this new normal, this new world, we're all family.
The night is young. Down to the cage for more action.
Big pop for Frausto as she comes inside La Jaula, the warrior princess. Yes, she got that name from that old show, Xena. I'm sure Juliana Peña used to watch because she watches everything. From Fresno, she talked about being from here. First MMA fight was in Fresno. She went to school here in Fresno. She's a big deal all over the world in MMA, but certainly right here in Central California.
Zoila Frausto's been on the scene for a long time. I remember when she fought Miesha Tate, actually, and I reached out to her before she had that fight. She is a veteran of the sport. She's been doing this for well over a decade. She hasn't fought in MMA inside the Jaula for 3 years, however. So you gotta wonder, is that gonna be playing into her mindset? Is it going to be playing into the way that she can perform? She's here in front of her hometown crowd. She hasn't done that in a long time, and I know that she's excited to get back in there in an MMA fight.
Rivera sporting the flags of the United States and the Philippines. Awaiting there is Zoila Frausto, who said, I went through a lot and I overcame a lot. Let's see if she can bounce back to set a marker for the rest of the year, which could be a big one here in Combate Americas.
Stop pretending.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Back up to Lupe Contreras.
Damas y caballeros, continuamos con mucha más acción. Esta es la atracción especial de esta noche, pactada a 3 vueltas en la división peso mosca. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with much more action. This is tonight's special attraction set for 3 rounds in the flyweight division. The judges, los jueces, Marcos Rosales, Ralph McKnight, and Mike Beltran. Introducing first, the fighter in the blue corner. She enters la jaula wearing black with blue and gold trim, presentando a la esquina azul, vestida de negro con vivos azules y dorados. Su peso oficial, 125 libras y media. Her official weight, 125 1/2 pounds. In her 12th pro bout with a record of 7 victories against 4 losses. En su 12º combate a nivel profesional con un récord de 7 victorias y 4 derrotas. De San Francisco, California, Jamie Queenie Nievera. In the red corner, en la esquina roja, vestida de negro con vivos rojos y azules. She steps in wearing black with red and blue trim. Her official weight, an identical 125 1/2 pounds. Su peso oficial, un peso idéntico de 125 libras y media. In her 19th pro bout, with 13 victories against 5 losses en su 19º combate, con 13 victorias y 5 derrotas. Born, bred, and rep in Fresno, California, the Warrior Princess, Soyla Frausto. Our referee, Mark Lawley.
All right, fighters, we've gone over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. Touch gloves and let's have a good, clean fight.
Stoic to the end. 2 seasoned fighters going head-to-head here. It is equal on the height, just about there. Reach, although Nievera does have the slight edge there. We are in the flyweight division.
This is a great matchup. Jamie Queenie Nievera took a loss to Antonia Shevchenko on that Dana White's Contender Series, but she's a tough broad.
You don't want to be a stand-up fighter here, Nivera. You want to get this on the ground, knowing the boxing and kickboxing prowess of Frausto.
Beautiful job of Zoila Frausto splitting the legs, making it difficult for Queen Nivera to get her arms wrapped around her legs there, so she cannot complete that takedown.
Just an incredible athlete is Zoila Frausto. Was a Fresno City college soccer player, MMA, kickboxing.
Zoila Frausto, she's got an underhook. Can't quite see. Oh, and an overhook. Both girls in a neutral position. Big elbow over the top for Frausto. Big, huge knee. Giant knees for Frausto. And here we separate. And this is where we're going to see Frausto do her best. She's got amazing precision striking.
So much happening in women's MMA ranks here in Combate Americas. Campbell McLaren promises a big-time, earth-shattering announcement in the not-too-distant future. We did hear from Alberto Del Rio that sexy star Dulce Garcia is headed to Combate. And now Zoila Frausto, well recognized, looking to return to MMA with a big-time victory against a very good opponent who beat her sister back in the day. Oh, the lead leg taken out, Nivera.
Nivera coming back with her own strikes. I like it.
Frausto, those real quick hands. It's up to Nivera to just avoid them. The big overhand right does not find its target.
Nicely done by Queen Nivera.
Frausto smells blood. Coming in with elbows and fists. And they're making their mark. Oh, into the body. And it's over.
Zoila Frausto with the precision striking. Beautifully done. She finds a first round finish for her Combate Americas debut, and guess who I heard she wants to fight?
Oh, break, and now we can talk about it, but precise punching, and Nivera looked like she was some control, and then she didn't.
Yeah, she was doing it really good. I don't know what happened, but nice respect there shown down to Queen Nivera.
I think Nivera's just disappointed with how it happened as opposed to being hurt. I could be wrong, and I don't want to speculate, but I think just ran into a class striker.
We will be back with mucha más acción after this timeout.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Hey everyone, this is Lupe Contreras, the voice of La Jaula de Combate Americas. I wanted to check in with you and show you my favorite quarantine spot. It is the hammock in my backyard. But most importantly, I wanted to check in and remind you to stay safe, stay healthy, keep an eye on one another, and remember, during this new normal, this new world, we're all family.
I think she's back in love with MMA.
I definitely think so. She did a great job finishing the first round in front of her hometown, no less.
Champion at 115. She was too small for 135. She struggled to make 115 and make weight time and time again. I think she's found a nice home here at 125 as Nivera does meet her.
I think 125 is a perfect weight class for her. 35, she's too small. 115, she's too big. 125 is her perfect home, and she has found a home here with Combate Americas. One of our biggest signed females on the roster, Zoila Frausto. She is a vet. She is a pioneer in women's mixed martial arts. Big, huge, straight right hand. Another.
Something hurt earlier.
Right down the clown mouth. Oh, big shots. Shots to the body. And the ref's seen enough. She was hurt.
Yeah, or something was hurt prior to that, because you could see Froila just go for blood.
Right. She smelled blood. She jumped on it. She pounced. Big, huge knee, big elbow.
Elbows, fists, knees.
Left, right. Knees. That last knee dropped her. Punch to the body. Here's a big, huge knee. Boom. Done.
That was the one. That was game, set, match. Zoila Frausto, and now we can project. And I'll ask Juliana Peña to finish her thought here shortly. But in the meantime, Frausto soaks in the moment in her town, Fresno. She went to Madera High School. She's from here. She went to school here. And she has fought here, and she's fought here again under the Combate Americas banner. 1-0 Combate, and looking for bigger fish to fry in 2019 as she shares a word with Campbell McLaren. But that was impressive.
So impressive. She hasn't fought MMA in 3 years, and she came in and got a first-round finish. Again, like I said, one of our biggest signings for Combate Americas in the female division. Zoila Frausto is going to be a very, very tough fight for anyone.
Tulupe. How about that smile?
She's got a great smile and a nice face there too.
Didn't get hit.
There's her little sister behind her.
Improves to 14-5 overall. Long career in so many different arts.
Damas y caballeros, el referee Mark Lawley detiene el combate con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 52 segundos del primer episodio. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Lawley steps in and calls a halt to this contest with an official time of 1 minute 52 seconds of the opening stanza, declaring the winner by way of technical knockout, declarando a la ganadora por nocaut técnico. From the 559 Fresno, California, Zoila, the Warrior Princess Frausto.
You think maybe at 35 she's heading off to the sunset, but what I saw, Juliana, this is a fighter with a lot still to give. Sharp, precise, and still full of a lot of fight.
Zoila Frausto is a pioneer in women's MMA. She's been around for a long time. We have not been able to see her in the jaula, but she finally graced her presence back with us with Combate here at 125, and she is going to be a tough, tough fight.
For watching the best of Combate Americas.